The Cascade Foundation, founded in May 2013, is a charity that has developed innovative new ways of teaching those with learning difficulties. We support and teach offenders, ex-offenders, and those at risk of offending who have dyslexia-related learning difficulties. Our research in a previous project shows that 60% of offenders would rather spend 23 hours a day in their cell than attend traditional prison education, mostly due to a morbid fear of classrooms and the unwillingness and embarrassment of admitting they are unable to read or write.
My life before Cascade, to be honest with you, it was a little bit hard because I couldn't read and write. When you needed to order your food, you'd have to ask somebody. When you'd want to write a letter, lads was writing letters to the wife, you couldn't write no letters. In jail, everything, you've got to fill an app out. It's like very awkward. You kept thinking to yourself, I've got to fill an app out. There was a lot of stress.
Before Cascade, life was just prison, drugs, systems. That's all it was. No focus, no drive in me, just live in prison, basically, prison life.
While traditional education in prisons focuses on visual and auditory learning, we incorporate multi-sensory skills through a variety of different techniques. The Cascade Foundation has helped hundreds of offenders to improve their reading and writing abilities. Within our program, offenders who start without even knowing their alphabet achieve the equivalent of 1 year's literacy progress per month. This follows on from our unique personal social development, which is used to target the specific needs of individuals.
Cascade's helped me out a lot. It's made me a better person.
A lot more calmer.
I work with people now on the wing.
A lot more focused.
My self-esteem's a lot better.
I'm enhanced prisoner now.
It's learnt me how to read and write, of course.
I'm not getting adjudications, I'm not getting IEPs.
I've done a 350-word essay the other day.
And I've even got staff asking me to help inmates that are a lot younger than me, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
I've passed a mentoring course.
And sometimes I get through better to the young kids than staff do.
I'm doing a lot better with my education since I've been working in Cascade.
I met Dal Easter on the wing and he told his story about his dyslexia and head injury. He couldn't even read the menu board to find out what he was going to eat that day. He started with the Cascade Foundation and we found that he had a reading age of 4. In 12 weeks he went to an age 12. And this was just using different methods to teach Dal. He was released in April 2014. And he'd showed so much dedication to Cascade and how he wanted to help and be a part of this. So we took him to the Cascade House and been working with Dal, and we are so proud of what he's achieved.
Dale absolutely amazed me because I've known Dale for a long time, and he always maintained that he couldn't read and write and was told that he would never read and write. And I was amazed when I saw Dale coming down the corridor so happy and shouting, "Miss, miss, look at my book. I've read this book and I'm doing all these letters," and he was just a changed person.
By giving offenders greater self-esteem, vocational opportunities, and choices through increased academic skills, we aim to benefit society as a whole, making it safer as a result of addressing the catalyst of their offending behaviour. The Cascade Foundation also trains others to become learning coaches in order to help spread the positive changes throughout the prison population faster.
I initially got involved with Cascade because I felt that it would give me something to give back to people whilst I was in the prison environment, to be able to help people who had learning difficulties or other issues which make things difficult for them, to be able to try and help them to improve themselves while they're in it.
I really enjoyed helping other people, and it helped me to get that out of them and help people realise their own potential.
I like to learn new skills, I like to pass new skills on and see other people benefit from them. So I think Cascade was a good thing to get involved in for that reason as well.
Since Cascade began in 2013, it has grown to involve nearly 200 learners, together with other individuals and organisations who have played valuable roles in our development and our success. A year ago, Cascade was originally working with learners only, with both Jackie and Colin as tutors, supported by peer mentors. Now we are training learning coaches to help with the tutoring, with some of these learning coaches working on a one-to-one basis on the wings. Our learning coaches have become so self-sufficient that they are running separate walk-in sessions on our behalf. We also have a dedicated learning coach located on the induction wing to assess the needs of new arrivals. These skills can be transferred into the community.
I first started to see a difference in prisoners 2 or 3 months into Jackie being here at the prison, when I met prisoners that I knew couldn't read and write, that could then read and write, and had wrote the first letter and read the first 2 or 3 books.
When we first started in here, it was a big thing for me because I was the first prisoner, ex-prisoner to come back in as a teacher, and also the other lads. You know, it gives them a bit of hope. They can look and say, well, he's done it. You know, so there is a chance for a lot of people. If they put the effort and the work in, you know, everyone can do it.
We're not just learning about reading and writing. What we try to do at the Cascade Foundation is we're actually looking at the whole holistic approach of a person. So we're looking at their confidence, we're looking at the emotional problems that they've had in childhood with having a learning difficulty. You know, you're not going to run into a classroom if you've had problems. And this is what the Cascade's about. You know, it's building up their confidence. It's taking a walk, working with animal therapy. Anything that engages a prisoner or an ex-prisoner or somebody outside in the community, and if that's going to help them learn, then that's really what we're trying to do.
Cascade is working towards opening a transition centre, which will provide wraparound learning, mentoring and care, plus jobs for the surrounding community. These transition centres will help more people to understand learning difficulties, transform their lives, get into work, and ultimately avoid the revolving door of recidivism. We are currently funded by the Doncaster Innovation Fund, the Manchester College, Serco, the South Yorkshire Police and Crime Commission, and the Neighbourhood Learning in Deprived Communities grant. All of these organisations are helping Cascade in its work in this prison and its community, and towards expanding the programme into more transition centres and more prisons. We are now seeking further funding to help us replicate our good work nationwide.